Good evening, folks. It's 2107 on the 5th day, 7th month, 2023. Looking here is about a moment of impact of when the up and around's going to occur, where you're going to get a bit of rain from that direction, and then from that direction when this is a very volatile moment, even in the fault line dynamics of this country. Right over here. And the wind around that moment is going to be quite high in some of these spots out to sea here. We'll be looking at very high gale force winds. You'll be experiencing it. Actually, I could just bring you on board right over here. You'll be having the same problems that day here. As this storm's going to push that one along, and then this is going to follow it. You're going to have a wicked few days coming for there, and the winds here are about the same. You start to learn what these colors mean. You'll start relating them to food. And when you're into the blue food here and the grapes, you're getting very high winds, right? Ouch. Right, it says 80 kilometers an hour. It was zooming along and butting against these shorelines here over these days. So I'm going to take you through what's to be expected from the weather plan. And most of the action is really going to come down in these corridors down through here. So we're going to run this along of what they say is going to happen. And I'm going to turn off some of these pressures because it just adds drama. Right. So I'm going to let that roll for a moment. And everybody watch yourselves. New Zealand, you're going to get your right in their frame there, right? All right, look at the days. You've got time to react to these totals you're about to get. Time to react, time to react, time to react. There we got the whole country in. Oh, he said country. Well, kings rule kingdoms. Well, I'm just going to leave that there. And there you go. And that's the day. You start getting the wetnesses and then the drag of the storm. It changes the low pressures as begin to form on two different sides. And that's when you gets an added. And next day you get the Auckland. What are you doing there? You having a bigger smackaroo about the same time Adelaide does. It's like if you get an A at the beginning of your name and you're a major city and you live and you're way down there in Antarctica, you're going to cap it. I don't know what the hell that just happened. Oh, because I didn't have volume on. Yeah, I'm trying to make it so I can see your comments. Yes, I will. But no, I'm not opening it up so everybody can comment because that's proven to be an absolute lie. Alright, as we headed into Friday, I put that in a bad spot. I'm trying to figure where to put my phone so I can see your comments. And it says that Jeff King is watching and 32 other people. I'll be able to read if you got any questions and answer them. As I was doing that, whether you like the answer you get, as we go through Sunday, the lightning happens. Right, and you got the up and around coming. Pressure-wise on flows, the low is fully moved through, which means that the beam along Cook Strait has to let the flow go, so it can actually be free to spin through. Otherwise, there would be nowhere for it to go. It would force it over sideways, and all its moisture would strip and go somewhere else where it's not wanted. Now this will begin to gather that, and the low goes nowhere. It actually deepens. Deepen the low, deepen in your woes, man. But only you can make your own woes, I think. And it looks like everything centers around this one island of incredible beaminations and abominations all the time. Yeah, that's Weather Island right down there. And what is it called? We'll put an art in here, and I could have called that Fartangi. It's the Tangy Fart Island. It is it. It looks like an R from here instead of an I. Yeah, that's why I saw fart. A tangy fart. I'll pass. Guess. And I'm watching that logo. Isn't that nice? That ain't a logo. How do you like in wintertime? You enjoy some snowflakes there, snowflakes? Well, it's wintertime. To tell me it's cold now when you experience some of your shortest days of the year right down there is laughable. And again, Kaikoura getting a little bit of frostings there, and your new snows is not accurate. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's about right. So they've cut off all your trade corridors. They cut off your ability to go through these passes and all that between. Because of course the tires these days are expensive. But I bet that's a beautiful valley. It looks like it needs some freedom here, Percival. That was the one that went searching for the Grail. He persevered. Yes, Percival. And he says, "Hey, Robert, I hope it was all okay with you." He says, "Yeah, I'm not in New Zealand. I'm okay. Why would I want to have double winter? I want to come see you guys when it's with this winter here. I think I'm gonna come visitations." Ooh, this is snow. This is frosties. This is the whole winter wonderland. Is this working okay on your end? How's the streaming look on your ends? I want to see. He's gonna know. Is there snow in there? Well, I say that's 50. Epic Australia Pass now 50% off. Bring a mite. Lift tickets for half the season. Over half the season. Not the half of the season is popular. But if you don't fix this webcam, I'm going to stop looking. You guys owe me to look. I want to go up, down to the top of the place. Where's this chalets area? No camera for you. Oh, what's happening? They figured out I'm fucking busting balls with the cameras? Okay, we have some winter wonderland. Well, the hell with you. Charlotte's Pass looks very, very cool. That tree looks like broccoli. And the broccoli's growing nice here and nice. Oh gosh, what a mood. It looks like the chairlifts. I love chairlifts, man, because until you get to the end, you got a decision to make. Yeah. I was always bold with it. Yeah, I'm going to come off this with a running start. And then you start going downhill, and well, just do it. Oh, here's the view. Look at the view. Come on, folks. Come on. Who would have loved that? As long as I don't have to walk up there, I'd be really happy with that. I'll take the chairlift up there and I'll walk down towards you. Yeah, going down is the easy part. Right, it's yeah, it's the landing on the bottom there you got to calculate. So you get rain totals coming of about. That's your wintry mix. That melts what was already there. Hey, so count that into your totals of whatever was there when it melts. Hey, Harriet, though. You just got a couple events. It's not coming all at once, at least. However, I cannot say the same for these coastal areas down here, where these totals will be pretty damn freaking high. Because we're getting into the mustard, the red mustard color down here. When you get into red mustards, you're above the 10s, right? Mustard with a little bit of pickles in it over here, you're down in the 8s, right? And the whole world is pickles, and the peoples are pickles for sure, there, to quote the beautiful South. Nobody knows what they're doing here that they even did in their jobs. They could be camp bombing in the air anywhere at all. Hey, Adelaide, how you doing? Yeah, the suburbs over there are gonna are getting the freedom treatment. It looks like you maybe need some new cameras installed, have maybe some direct lightning strikes on your trees that you would never let them cut down. Yesterday took a bitch. And well, that never looks too good when you see that color around here over at the concubine over there. Genghis Khan Kobana. Yeah, Khan Kobana, and I swear they ain't got a gun. Over here at Scammers Lookout. You couldn't make this shit up. Scameltol. You gotta watch it get sunburn up to your stubby stuff. You get Scameltol. And Scammers Spur Road. Hey, boys, the Scamels living up there. Do you want to see the deployments? Is this what you're waiting on? I thank you, Rapid Nui going into solvency. Oh, please. 3 years, no snow of significance. Well, you got to buy those snow events. You got to spray the skies with something, You got to look at some freedom coming to the. I told you, the Kaikoura ain't looking good. And on the 15s and 60s, you expect these totals to be higher, much higher. as we're looking at 25 centimeters on the road where they've been wanting of that highway. And no railroads and everything that goes with it. But they railroad you. Everything's wanted there, but your vote is no. And some of your temperatures going to be very close. Hammer Springs over here at -1. You know that's going to be some frozen wintry mix hitting you guys down in this valley. And as the river's going to run wide and through it. And well, if you're over here by Percival over here where this junction is, it's going to be the malfunction junction of no more function. Hooking up chem bombs on the table and closets. I've shown you that. I'm going to turn it off. Well, we're already here. But I was talking about over here, so I'm going to go over here. I'm going to finish you guys up because you've been waiting longer. And these people just get up and I'll get to Straya. Right, what's the first thing you see here? You just look. Now, I'm going to give you a minute. There's some very, 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 very obvious geoengineering going on here. Look. I'll give you a moment. Now, you see a straight line here? There's not a mountain in the middle of the ocean that can naturally cause the lift. That would make that cloud naturally. However, the crisscross of the microwaves and the straight lines and the bombs start moving this inland. It's an epic fail of trying to hide geoengineering from my eyes. Because I watch my Mother Earth. Because I love looking at the colors of the different seasons. And I'm not so happy seeing these storm seasons. Look at this bomb here. Boom, boom, boom in a line. Straight lines and squares over here, fields of bombs. I'll go back 10 minutes. Up 10 minutes. I'm telling you, I'm looking at my screen. I'm liking the quality of the video. Maybe he's... Well, I'm still going to replace it. But I might have done enough to do something clear. This is a bomb, 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 bomb. No more bombs over the air. The fucked up 20 region over there where somebody over here the Ruapahua is going into solvency. Solvency. It just sounds like a banker's term. Are you solvent? What the fuck does that mean? Well, can I indebt myself to the bank? Yeah, probably. If I don't buy anything by credit, do you get any? Maybe you never did bad. Look at all these sixes out there. It's like a devilish sign the whole time. Damien's omen is going on offshore. This one's going the wrong way. Wrong way Charlie over here. See the squares? They go in the wrong way. It's proceeding north in squares and bombs. Boom, 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 boom. Going the plums. These crap here. I wonder if they showed anything here. I ain't done this one yet. I haven't loaded this at all. Let's take your pants down. Take the pants down in front of everybody. Oh, he's in here. He's in here. Oh, there's none of the lines, folks. Well, we get him. Here's a 5-shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a dot in the center. Streamers of death. Tendrily and Fryer's been on all the way across. Oh my God! Look at Cook straight out of here. Yep, definitely chemtrail. It's emerging into images there. It hasn't come in clearly yet. Ooh. The nipple ripple. Look at the pulse. See this way the clouds are all making like a circle toward one thing? It's a radar pulse. See the bomb here? Well, they're all pointing at one thing. It's a bomb. Bam, 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 bomb, bombed again. Bomb, 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 bombed again. Bombed again. And again, and again, and again, and again. And again, and again, and again. The Bill Gates' logo. He finds this shit right in your skies. Right above your heads. And then he told them to drink the Kool-Aid. Right, the Kool-Aid's come to you. They got the Kool-Aid now. Watch out. They're gonna boom gain control. Booming down as we go out here to the Tasmaniacal Seas with the Tasman man being owned by the man and the square clouds going by with that Chemtrail line. And why is that one given? I have suddenly a red color to it. We can't say there's a forest under there, right? It's the middle of the ocean, so something has refracted the light differently. Something has been deployed. An experiment is going on. I think the experiment is intelligence to see if you'll actually wake the fuck up to what the hell is going on in the world. Yeah, I'm actually getting a good clear view. I'm gonna roll with it. We get out here. You would think that was all microwaves until you zoom right in on it and you start to see the formations like that when the dot, the flower of death, see? Circle, 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 dot, 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 dot. See it? See it? See it? If I gotta rub your nose in it like shit, when somebody wrote the word pot. Hi, Pop. P-O-P, right in the fucking sky right there in front of you. It's not a coincidence. Pop go to Weasel, man. Pop go to fucking Weasel, getting the Weasel go pop. I guess would. I guess middle finger popping in the air like the old Weasel. The Weasel. There's an age test for a few of you. You would think that was all just, cloud brightening occurring over the desert. But it's not. There's a lot of bombs involved in this. I'll just go right to this one area, the Flower of Death Formation. Oh, he just went clear. And they're all pointing toward the spot with a chemtrail. Bombs. Triple shot bombs. It's not all fucking microwaves, Dave Brooks. There are chemical catalysts and bombs being deployed in your sky. Here's another one. There's the diamond formation. Right? We see these things all the time. It doesn't take me long. Even to go out here in the middle of the ocean, you see these formations. Your fireworks being blown off. They're blowing off fireworks. I'll shut every program down I can to keep it running like it is. God, that's the clearest it's been in ages. I was up, what is it, 4 in the morning? 4:30 when my light finally went off on my computer. I laid down for only about an hour or so and I was right back up on it. You know why? One of you numbnuts rang my phone without checking what time it was. But all fair, just because my green light is on doesn't mean I'm online. My green light is on when I'm out of town because my computer is usually hooked up. Yeah, you want to throw off location services? Do that. You got one waveform going underneath another. That's created a flow line. And this is pushing a lot of dust with it. It was hit a line here, so they're moving the lateral flow right along the line here of moisture. It's going to follow this line through here. It's going to meet this line through here. You see the flow line? Look at the microwaves down here to the west of Melbourne. Bzzz. See, up and down motions of clouds, of molecules and particles that make that just stay in place. They'll look like a thumper, and that ain't going nowhere. It's just there until they turn off the next rad stations, and then that type cloud will go away. And you're boiling it up down here, look. Bzzz, everything just stops when they hit the shore. You get microwave barrier occurring here. When they let that go, that flow is going to come through right through here. Here's going to be actually all the moisture's coming through now. So let's have a quick look at your sets. Let's look at the sets that weather radar. We'll start with you. And these dumbasses actually let anything be shown. I need a drink. Yeah, I'm going to treat this like maybe it's the last broadcast of behavior this computer's ever going to give, and I'm going to milk it. Bzzz. Christchurch is beaming. See right here? Okay, man, what are you going to give me one piece of data, and the one they did, bust their balls. All right, let's see what we got going on down here. I'm going to put it on as 6s and roll this. It might take a moment. What we got here? Marina Miss Ford. Hi, hon. Hey, I don't know about afterlife. It's not cold. Sun's in New Zealand. The word like that typed hi hun to me one time, and my John's out and talked to me for a year. And that's how ungrown up people are. Oh, she'd hate it around here. Everybody calls everybody lovelies and duck. Okay, my lovelies, and you got me saying it. And so, yeah, right? God, the shallowness of the world. Let's see, we got here. He's a Port Victoria. Just had some action. I'm not seeing any huge beams there. It's well hidden. Okay, so let me have a look one on one. These got to be fuzzy. Come on, do we get any ducky fuzz up there? Repeat after me. Say ducky fuzz, fuzzy duck. And start saying it faster. Yeah, he went there. If you can do that, I say I sit upon a slitted sheet, upon a slitted sheet I sit. And do it holding your tongue. A trickle and a thick to tongue. I don't know, I just gave the 4K through there. I'm more concerned now about these rumblers not giving me much detail because there's some data missing. Small. Let's see who's gonna get the action down here today first. Claire, you got yours seems to be one that's of danger. We damn sure get some coming in through Streaky Bay that they bombed up. So let's have a quick peek over near somebody's over here streaking in the bay. Oh, you stick all in the streaks. Shoo, we get the Kanban disease. I'm finding it hard to breathe with all these Kanbans out at sea. They're causing all sorts of disease. It's damn sure dissing my ease, man. Oh, the sky is covered in streaks. Boom! I do think it's obscene. I see it everywhere around. I wish they'd kiss my brown. In public, you see. Look out here. I could do that, guy. Here they come, booming and pluming. There they go, booming and pluming. They said underwear wasn't essential clothes. These are the people giving us advice. They say they know what's best for us. Yep. Right, so this is going to be a slow slide as this moves in. Plenty to feed it down south. You get a big bomb field out here. Like, pilot can bomb it air, pilot can bomb it air. They got some clear air over there in these toxic air. I care. I don't want your toxic air. I don't want it over here. I don't want it over there. And I damn sure don't want your soylent green eggs and ham. You Bill Gates bastard, smash burger, anus mouth, Trump orange, fucking Biden shit pants, lying media bastard, fucking scooping up muggle believing motherfuckers out there that wouldn't believe a goddamn brick was hard till their face was bleeding from one. You know, it's only the cartoon character that the safe falls on and the door opens and they're still standing there and living. You'll never be safe. You're here to die, so live while you're doing it. The only thing you gotta do is die. Look at the Bart Simpson head over here in the middle. And they're blaming it on cows, man. Oh, excellent. That damn sure Mr. Bird hook nose right there, isn't it? But it's my dream there. There's no body on it. It's just the neck and that's left. A lot of sharp spikes along the highway to just say, this is what happens. The find out poll, you know? Once a month, one of you politicians against the supreme judgment of the people. Now let's see how many have run for office after that. You know, they don't run for office. They do bad things and run from office. Every prime mismanager runs from office. Oh, there's going to be 5 bad storms. I have to leave. How many bad storms did you have? Your prime mismanager told you the weather plan, and yet you still don't believe me. Well, I can't fix stupid. Stupid fixes itself, and far too often doesn't have a webcam on for me, my own amusement. I can sing the dumb ways to die. We let the chem bomb the skies. It's right. You're letting them do this. It's your fault. You all talk about we're only going to spend cash today. Well, how about we have 5 days we don't spend nothing? It'll fucking show a point. Oh, but I have to super spend before then. No, you don't. Eat those emergency supplies for about a month and a fucking half. Don't go to the store. See how they change. Better get used to eating like that sometimes, I wonder. Maybe we get a dirty Sanchez coming out of here for Papua New Guinea here. Don't that look like a flipper at a big old brontosaurus thing? Whatever was swimming in the water. Bronto burgers and ribs, man. Look at this crap. How many directions of flow you got? Ugh. Right turn, Clyde. Decided he didn't want to go there. Chem bombs. Chem bomb, chem bomb, chem bomb. I understand if it was 4th of July fireworks here, but it wasn't. Ain't no squanto about that. In the middle of the ocean, ain't no grandstands out here, just a bunch of grandstanding. What a shame when I watch Intoxify waters like this that the fish in it are like the ones you see in the fish store, the beautiful tropical ones, with all the colors in them. You'll be finding Nemo on the shore, like floating sideways and coming back in and out, but it's dead. Sebastian the crab, poor thing. Acid dissolved his shell. You know what else will bleach his reef? Acid. Acid rain. Corporate acid rain. Deploying acid. Fucking hippies said they was gonna put acid in the water. Well, the sky is water too, you know. And water is alive. And I love water, and I want to be water's friend. And first, water's oneness is being taken from it. And I will speak out for water's oneness being taken. How many curves you get here? Here. Well, that was the opposite way. It is 666 devilish skies. Damien. Well, I'll tell you what. See that bomb right in the middle there? It's an omen of things to come if we don't rein in corporations that think they have constitutional governance over people itself. Over animals that never signed up to have the sunlight taken from it has. What a fucking shame. Your sky's covered in streaks. Here they come, booming and pluming, there they go. Controlling your woman. Are you kidding? Pride. Pride must say they're coming for your children. Everyone that chanted that, I want to find out who their parents are and ask their parents how proud they are of the activity of their children in the park, and if they would like me to loan them about to correct the behavior of their children, because they're never too old, right? We brought them in this world. I always told my son, I don't give a fuck. At 9 years old, I need a step ladder. And if I have to put a belt on a freaking goddamn cordless drill, yeah, we'll make this happen. I ain't kidding. I would be like scared to stand next to him, like, because it'd be like, you know, flip-flops be flying through the air from mama's foot. Like, woof, old sand will come around the corner. Well, I'll tell you, morals are going as far from I've ever seen. If there's an adult event with nakedness going on, children don't need to be there. Public or private. And if you think that way, there's something wrong with you. And any politician putting that idea out there needs to be voted out. We need to vote out the people with the bad ideas. All of them. I don't care if you love them or not. Yeah, I can love somebody and say, but yeah, I love you, dude, but I wouldn't want you to be president, right? It's okay to not want some people to do jobs. If they're totally unqualified, if they're shitting their pants in a goddamn office, you got to get them out. Come on, U.S. Come on, Cabinet. Do your goddamn job. I want to see that amendment enacted, and I want Biden out. Before he can sign a pardon for his son's conviction. Yeah, I went there. Heavy totals coming on the 10s. And this is going to rise. Your totals on the 16 are going to be extremely high because of what's coming. See, they've held this tendril down. This is going to be quite bad. So I'll keep you updated the best I can. All right? Be you, be free, be oneness. If you'd like to support my ability to have a new computer, which I'm going to have anyhow, you please do. And contact me about buying jewelry or directly donate to paypal.me/Robert Deutsch. All right, be safe, you guys. I'm watching. Peace.